we got to pop up on TikTok because they got some crazy stuff. And we have a surprise segment coming for y'all.
Yes.
In the future, just think about that.
Raising the stakes.
Raising the stakes. But this one is a prank. And this is a father, his child, and her stepmom. Okay. So this is not her mom. Okay. Make sure my volume is up.
Naija. Oh, can you shut up? I'm turning into TikTok. What? You're not even my real mom anyway. Wait, we're talking.
Yo, that's hilarious. Hold on. I gotta watch this again.
Naija. Oh, can you shut up? I'm turning into TikTok. What? You're not even my real mom anyway.
This man spit out his drink
and sprinted
chased
after
her down.
She fell down.
Naija.
Baby.
That is, I can watch that several times over. Oh my God. Now, what would have happened
if she didn't say we're playing?
If we didn't say we're playing, how far would it have gone?
I think he's wearing some sweatpants. I don't know if he had a belt or something, but like, who?
Oh no, he chased her the damn
she
down.
Fell. She slipped. Oh my God, Dad. So I will say that I'm not a fan of corporal punishment, but because he looked like he was about to smack somebody. But
damn, wifey over kids. Wifey over kids? No, is that what it is?
No, I think it's a disrespect thing. I don't think he's.
I mean, you ain't gonna chase down your wife if she's talking to your child like that.
You don't think he would have reacted crazy if she was like bitch to the daughter?
The daughter didn't even say bitch.
No, but disrespect.
Yeah,
like
but I'm just saying. Yeah, if she told the daughter, "Shut up," I ain't.
You're not my kid anyway. You don't
I feel
think
like
he would have?
No, I feel like he would have. We need to talk maybe or something like that.
Well,
if he would have got up and because nobody think about
that's different than going to beat your wife. I'm okay. That was about to sound something crazy.
Right, you can't beat your wife, but you could beat your child.
No, I'm not. No, you shouldn't be.
That's
beating
not
anybody.
fair.
No, you shouldn't be beating anybody. No, I'm against like all of that.
Yeah,
but I guess it is different, right? I don't think but this girl she's a teenager. She's almost grown, so it's like no, you can't be hitting her.
But what reaction do you expect now? Like the teenager, right? Like, oh, I mean, I
would expect her to
I've been chased down by
my
dad. I've been chased down. I've been chased down. Yeah. I've had chased down moments.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't say if it's had psychological situations on me. Right. Psychological effects on me, but
right.
Could it? I mean, if you, what does that say to her?
Yeah.
Obviously, no disrespect. Don't disrespect this woman. But now, are you kind of saying that if you're a woman that disrespects another man's woman, you can get chased down? Even if it's not your
I don't think his reaction was okay. I thought he was going to turn around and curse her out or something. Like, him chasing after her, that did kind of scare me. Like, what was he about to do?
Right.
And obviously, I think he probably has spanked her. Growing up, maybe she had a couple beatings, whatever.
Yeah, she could get the belt.
That's why I think like she ran. Because
did he have a belt on? You said he didn't have a belt?
I think he had sweatpants on.
Maybe he's gonna take off the sweatpants. Bah! I told you.
But I think that her running shows that she's probably been chased before. She's probably been in trouble. So maybe he is a dad that did spank, did hit with the belt, whatever, which is not okay. But when you bring up the fact, like, is he choosing his wife over his daughter?
Because that's clearly the stepmom, right?
Yeah.
That's the stepmom.
But I think that's his reaction. I think that maybe that might just be his disciplinary action. So he doesn't tolerate disrespect, so that's what she gets. If she did something, if she talked back to him, maybe that's what she gets. So maybe that's just how he disciplines instead of like, you don't talk to her like that. I didn't raise you like that, whatever. Have a stern conversation. He obviously was resorting to whatever he was going to do if he caught her, and they said, and they didn't say it was a prank.
But does that normalize for a woman at all?
It's okay
getting
for a man
beat,
it could.
by a man.
Which is
like even if her
talking
like that, talking disrespectful to her stepmom, if he would have chased her down and just grabbed her up by her shirt,
right?
Grabbed her up and took her and just said, like, dragged her to the couch, threw her down, and said, don't, like, yelled at her,
right?
Like, is that normalization for another man to do that?
Don't talk crazy to me because I can grab you up.
Right.
That's a good point.
Is it? I have questions about that because that's relevant. This is very prevalent in our community, for a long time. You know that.
Right. You get beat, you get spankings.
Yeah, getting beat, getting spankings, getting all that, chased down, getting shoes thrown at you, whatever, everything. You know, just it was a part of our community for so long. But when you think about these now, how the long term effect, does that create a Chris Brown? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If there was a brother in that household. Or her being
okay with being with somebody who would treat her
does that create Yeah, exactly. Yeah. A person that's used to getting abused.
That's a good point. Oh, this turned into a more serious discussion than I thought it was going to. But that's a good point, baby, because that's not good. Because then if she thinks, oh, that's how I was disciplined, if I talk crazy, if I am disrespectful, if I disagree, whatever, that's what happened to me from my dad, a man in my life. So if I'm with somebody and if he snatches me up, if he curses at me, whatever, okay, that's what I get. That's how I get disciplined.
Right.
Even as a grown woman.
So then do you leave
that's not good.
Do you leave the punishment for girls, should that come more from the mom? And should it be that?
No, I don't think it has to be from the mom. It has to I think it's important to get it from the dad, but get a good conversation from the man in your life, realizing that this is how a man should talk to you. Even if it's a disagreement. No,
that's fine. But I'm saying even with, I guess this would kind of say, this is kind of meeting midway because it's not taking away a beating. It's just moving the punishment, the physical punishment to the mother.
But I don't think there should be beatings anyway.
Well,
beatings, beatings. No, that's not necessary. I know kids act out, they test, they push boundaries, all of that, but you don't need to hit them.
Yeah, I don't necessarily believe in beatings. I don't necessarily go for that, but I don't know. I think there is a time maybe in a place sometimes.
No, I don't think kids. It's okay.
You don't think some kids need it?
No. To be hit?
Not at all.
No.
Like to be.
No.
Some type of physical. They need to know, how do you prepare a child for the real world where people
Who's grabbing them up?
Anybody?
You
just said the lady
teach them how to defend themselves without being the person they have to defend themselves from. That's not okay.
But as a parent, aren't you the first kind of law and order of your house? You're
but
of
don't
that
teach
child.
Them, it's okay. Like, it's not okay for police and for people to grab you up like that. Like, it's like, oh, that's how I'm treated.
Right.
But you can teach them how to fight, to defend themselves without needing to protect themselves from you because you're the one grabbing them up. Like, that's not okay, but learn how, in case someone does, because people are crazy.
Right.
People do it, but they don't need to learn it from you. Like, oh, this is how I get grabbed up. From my dad, who's supposed to love me. Like, no, teach me. Don't scare me. It's
just a weird balance, at least from thinking of, I want a child. I want to, I don't know. I just when I think of my future son, for instance, right? I think of I want to make him a humble. I want to make him a strong. I want to make him empathetic. I want to make him empathetic, whatever. And I want to, I want him to be a good man. But I also want him to have some type of, he has to be tough a little bit. You have to have some type of like knowledge that in this world, there are consequences. Sometimes if you do something wrong, and sometimes if you don't even do wrong. And I think that's initially where the beatings come from a lot for black people, obviously slavery, and specifically black family beatings. Because if you got out of line, if you did get out of line or did something like that in the streets, the white people would kill you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you moved a certain way, so don't do that became a big part of our community. Don't do that.
But that's the only way they knew how to discipline, because that's how they were disciplined.
And that's what I'm saying. It is passed down. It is passed down. So, but it was a necessity because we needed those black people at that time to be stronger. We needed men to be like,
you can make someone stronger without beating them. Like, that's not the only way to toughen someone up.
No. Not for that particular world at that time.
You didn't need to get beat.
But if you're preparing your child to get beat because they're going to get beat.
You need to prepare your child to get beat by beating them? that's not okay. It's not necessary. You can teach them about what happens in the world, the violence that happens to them, that people do get beat, that people do die by the hands of violent people, but they don't need to go give me a taste. What could it be like? Dad hit me. Okay, now I know what it's gonna feel like.
How do you stop that kid from or that child, or even when they grow up? How do you stop them from crumbling from pressure when a physical situation is happening?
Teach them how to fight.
But the only way to learn is to feel that feeling. You got to feel like, I don't know. I feel like there is some part of me of when I got beat or when I got beatings or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like there is a little part of me that felt like I needed to feel what it was to be alone at that moment. I needed to feel what it was. Even as a kid, you need to feel what it was like when you do something wrong. Mm-hmm. There's a punishment, and that punishment could be anywhere, from 1 to 10. Mm-hmm. And as long as when you feel something like that, you're like, wow, this could get bad. It could get worse. Mm-hmm. I probably got a 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, whatever you think it was. Yeah. Punishment in the real world could be much worse than this. So this is a learning lesson for me to toughen up. Like I have to toughen up. And I know maybe it sounds sad and bad or whatever. Yeah. But it's just, I feel like a real, look at the world we live in now.
I know, it's like, crazy, but I think you also risk putting emotional trauma on that child, because I know I didn't get crazy beat. I didn't get crazy beat. Like nothing crazy. I watched my brother get crazy beat, came out with welts and everything. Like he went to school like that. I'm surprised child services didn't get called, okay? But I got the belt. Like we line up, hit with the belt. Okay, right. Not a pleasant experience. Right. But it made me scared. It didn't make me, I got to toughen up. It made me not want to speak up because I didn't want to get hit. I didn't want to get in trouble. So it almost weakened me. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to get hit again. So that did not make me, I want to learn how to fight because I'm getting hit with the belt. Like, no, I don't want to ever get hit again. So I'm going to just minimize myself. Yeah, and that's not okay.
That's not okay either.
And every child reacts differently, and I don't think like, some people need to get hit. No, you don't need to get hit. You don't need to get hit, and I don't think it's okay for your parents. You don't even think there's a balance to it? No, because I think you need your parents there to protect you. Your parents there to be able to go to if you need help. I think that always risks your kid being scared of you. And a lot of people grew up like, fear is discipline. They're scared of me. They listen to me. Okay, they can listen to you and respect you at the same time. They can listen to you and not be scared of you. They can have a disagreement. They can speak up for themselves to adults, because if they're with someone who's an authoritarian parent and you can never say anything that disagrees with them, then you cannot speak up to teachers. You cannot speak up to police. You cannot speak up to people who are higher than you, because you can never do that with your parents. I think you can prepare your kids for the real world by treating them not with kid gloves, telling them, showing them videos, giving them a hard conversation. Like, this is what happens in the real world. And I will teach you how to fight. I will teach you how to protect yourself, because people are out there trying to get you, but you don't need to get that violence from me in your home where you're supposed to feel safe.
Yeah. I could buy into that. It's just, It is something that I'm gonna slightly battle with, because I'm not the type. I don't want to hit my kids. Yeah. But it's almost like I'm leaving the door open for if I do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just if I do. But at the same time, I do believe in the balance. Yeah. Real balance. More actually, it needs to be off kilter balance, because I think more love is needed. Yes. More love and more, just a conversation. Yeah. More real, just hardcore talking. Yes. Just learn to communicate, understand yourself, your feelings, and everything. But I do leave that little 10% room. That little 10% room of you might need to feel this right now to understand what can happen to you out there. Right. And that's just my mindset. But 90%, I still say yes. Love. Put energy, good time into this, child with love and respect, listening to the kid as well. So I'm with you. Just 10%. Just 10%. I'm still on that.
We'll see.
So
we don't have any kids.
You don't want no babies with me no more?
We're gonna see.
You don't want no babies with me?
No, that was a good discussion on corporal punishment and the history that Black people have dealt with and everything. And Well, that's good discussion, Bevs.
Yeah. You want a handshake?
I don't want a handshake.
What you want to do?
I want a loving little
I'll give
finger
you this.
intertwined.
I'll give you this. Yes, girl. Yes. Yes. All right, y'all. We out.
All right, baby.